Hey there, guys. It's Jason Blake again from Henrico County Recreation and Parks, doing another series in our fitness class video on YouTube. So today's class is circuit training. So this is a 60-minute class. We're going to do 10 different stations, and then after those stations, we're going to do 5 minutes of cardio. So what I'm going to do is run through the warm-up exercises like I've done with our past videos, go through each exercise for the circuit, explain the cardio portion, and then go back through it again and just kind of show you those movements one last time before we finish up. So for our warm-up series, I want you to play some music. This is a 60-minute workout, or designed to be a 60-minute workout. You can do 45 or 30 minutes, whatever you have time for, just as long as you're moving, getting a good workout in for the day. But we're going to do 30 seconds for a warm-up. So we're going to march in place, just kind of get the blood flowing. Then we take it up a little bit to a jog in place. From there, we go high knees, getting that heart rate up even more. And we go our jumping jacks next, getting those arms up overhead, raising that heart rate some more. And then we're going to mix it up a little bit this time. So we're going to do some cross jacks. So we're going to crisscross our arms and our legs together at the same time, getting a little cross body action. Then we're going to slow it down, spread those feet apart, go into our air squats. So hands on your hips or out in front. Wherever you feel comfortable, you're going to squat down, come up, loosen up the glutes, hamstrings, quadriceps, that lower back. Then from there, we do left leg lunges. So step out, hold that lunge. This time for warm up, and for 30 seconds, just go down and up. Place those hands wherever you feel comfortable, down and up on the left leg. Then once that 30 seconds is up, switch to the right leg, keeping those toes pointed forward, bending both knees, getting that back knee as close to the floor as you can, down and up for 30 seconds there. And once you finish that, you'll come up. I want you to have some weights on site, 5 pounds, 8 pounds, 10 pounds, 15 pounds, just something that we'll need for the circuit coming up. So I want you to grab your weights. I'll go some 15s, and then just warming up the arms and the shoulders. So we're just going to go bicep curl to an overhead press and bring it back down. Again, 30 seconds. If 15s are too much for warm up, drop it down to 10s, 8s, 5s, whatever works best for you. Don't wear yourself out on the warm up. Okay, and then we'll set those down. Then what we'll do is another new one for this warm up. We're going to do some walkout push-ups to tricep push-ups. So what we're going to do is just get our feet under our shoulders. Okay, we're going to lean over. We're going to go into a walkout, get a good stretch, get one good push-up, bring those hands together, one good tricep push-up, and then walk yourself back up, getting a good stretch in that lower back, hamstrings, and then getting a good upper body burn in your chest and your triceps. Then from that warm-up, we're going to move on to our 60-minute circuit. So you have 10 stations. So this is designed to be a minute of work and then rest on your way to the next station. So for example, I would have my 15s, station 1 for my first exercise. I have my station set up for station 2, next exercise, 3, 4, 5, all the way down the line to 10 stations. A minute of work, that's maximum effort of work for that 1 minute. Make sure you're really working those muscle groups. And then after your first round of 10 exercises, or 10 minutes, might be a little bit more with that rest period in there, then you're going to do 5 minutes of choice cardio. You can walk outside, run outside, jog outside. You can do inside jumping jacks, mountain climbers, jog in place, jump rope. You can jump over the line and back, different things like that, just to do 5 minutes of consistent cardio as soon as that circuit is over. And then when you finish that first circuit, you're going to repeat it and do it again. So again, 60 minutes or whatever you're ready for, 30, 45, 60 minutes. You can change this workout, however, but it's designed to go through it a series at a time, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to start off with that first station or first exercise, And what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a weight because I want to make this a little bit harder for my first minute. I'm going to demonstrate these exercises, but I'm not going to go the entire minute. Okay, so you can follow along, and then when you're ready to do the workout, you can go knowing what the exercises are for the circuit. Okay, so I'm going to grab my 15. These are goblet squats. So what I want to do here at my station 1 is I want to angle my toes out a little bit. Okay, so angle my toes out a little bit. I'm going to bring this dumbbell up in front of my chest. I can hold it this way, or I can hold it this way. And for this exercise, I actually just want to keep my elbows in. This is a goblet squat. So again, those toes are angled out. And for 1 minute, I'm going to keep my elbows tucked in, my chest up, and sit my hips down between my heels as far as I can. So I'm going to go down and up. Goblet squats. 1 minute of work here. There's a different way to do a squat. You get a little bit more glute, a little bit more inner thigh on these goblet squats. Okay, so 1 minute of goblet squats. Okay, once you finish that, you'll take a quick breather, move on to station 2, which station 2 is your renegade rows. Okay, so we're going to take our dumbbells. Okay, so we're going to take our dumbbells and we're going to do our renegade rows. So here, you're going to take it down to the floor. Okay, you're going to do your push-up. And so this is a push-up with a single arm row, alternating arms. So push-up, come up, row, set it down, push-up, come up, row, set it down, and you will just repeat that motion for the entire minute. If you need to, start off full of push-ups and go down to your knees. Drop those hips, core nice and tight. Push up, single arm row. Push up, single arm row. Again, choose your weight accordingly. If you need to, do the smaller weights. Okay, the 10s or the 5s. If you have those on site. And again, you're just going to push up, row, push up, row. Okay? Again, if you need to modify that, you don't have to keep your hands on the weights. You can put your hands on the outside. You can do your push-up and then grab that weight as you come up. Okay? So you choose what works best for you. Okay? Then your next exercise will be your alternating lateral lunges. Okay? So you're going to grab a dumbbell, and this time we got a little bit of movement from side to side. So you're going to hold that dumbbell up, and you're going to step out one direction, keeping that base leg straight and bending that outside leg. Come up, and then you're going to step out on the other side, base leg straight, come up. If you need to, again, modify that to your depth. So you can step out and come up. If you want more inner thigh, you can angle those toes out. So as you step out, angle those toes. So you'll step out, I'll angle my toes, and I get a little bit more inner thigh there. And we're going to go back and forth from right to left for that entire minute. So again, it will be here, step out, come up, step out, come back up to the middle. Okay? So that are the first 3 exercises, okay? Then we're going to take it on to a plank hold. Just your basic plank hold here, kind of a station 4 recovery, but obviously you're working as well. So you're going to get down in that plank position. We've done planks on several of our fitness videos already, so you're going to get into that plank position. You can take it up to your hands, flat back, core nice and tight, hands are under the shoulders. Pull those shoulder blades together and pull that scapula back behind you into your back pocket. Hold that nice and tight right there for a minute. If you need to, you can take it down to your elbows. And I find the elbows in a full plank hold is harder than up on your hands. So you're going to take it here, hold that plank position, nice and flat on your toes, shoulders pulled back. Okay? Or if you need to modify it, drop those knees down. You're still working that core right there. Or if you need to, you can come up to your hands and hold your plank right there. So again, you have several options on your plank hold. Okay, so then station 5 in our circuit is going to be our bicep curl or hammer curl to a neutral press. So we stand back up, okay, and again, you're going from station to station. So you're not going to stay in one spot. You're going to be moving along, so it's okay to get down, come up, get down on the floor. So it's station to station. So I'm going to grab my 15s again. Again, I want to challenge and wait for that minute of work. So I'm going to tuck my elbows in. I'm going to curl. I'm going to press straight up overhead. Bring it back down to the shoulders. Tuck the elbows in and release that curl. So hammer curl to a neutral press and back down. In one of our last videos, we did a regular press. Okay, now we're just turning those palms in with the elbows, so it makes that motion a little bit more fluid from the hammer curl straight up into that neutral press, pressing those biceps right beside the ears, bringing it back down and relaxing, okay? So 1 minute of hammer curls to a neutral press, okay? And then our, what are we on, number 6? So our 6th exercise, okay, will be our V-ups, okay? So our V-ups. So we're going to go back down to a mat at station 6. Lie flat on our back. And again, you have several options here. So lie flat on your back. What I want to do is extend my arms and extend my legs. And I want to be working my core. So I want to bring into a V-up, just making a V with my body. I'm going to bring my fingertips to my toes, getting my shoulder blades up off the floor. So I'm going to come up into my V-up and release. I don't say you have to touch your toes. Just bring it as close as you can. V-up and release. If you need to modify it, maybe your lower back hurts or something like that. So instead of raising both legs, just raise one leg, reach up as high as you can, and release. Again, 1 minute of work. If you want to take it up, grab a dumbbell like a 15 or a 10, and you're going to take that dumbbell overhead, and you're going to your V-ups there. Raise up and back down. Really squeeze at the top and release. V-up and release. V-up and release. And you'll feel that burn in your lower abdominals, okay? So that was our next station. Then moving on to our following station, we're going to do our supine hamstring bridge. So all we do here is we're going to stay in that lying position on the floor. Our feet will be flat, and we're just going to bridge up. So we're going to be working our hamstrings and our glutes, and you'll feel this a little bit in your core and your lower back. So for me, I like to bring my toes up and onto my heels. So I'm getting a little bit of my calves in there as well. So I'm going to raise up into a bridge. You'll feel that in your glutes and your hamstrings. And then when I release, I'm not going to touch the floor, but I'm going to go right back up again. So bridge up and back down. Bridge up and back down. You want to add a little bit of resistance to that. You can take your weight again. You can hold that on your chest, and you can raise up and back down. Or you can place it on your hips and press, give yourself a little bit more resistance. Raise up and down. You want more core, more upper body. You can hold it up over your chest. Raise up and down. You also have single leg options. So you can raise one leg up, single leg, stay for 30 seconds, and then switch for 30 seconds. Okay, so those are bridges. Then next, we're going to bring it back up to standing. We're going to do our dumbbell front raise to lateral raise. Okay, our front raise, lateral raise, shoulders. So I'm going to go a little bit lighter here. So we're going to go our front raise, just in front of our shoulders, back down to our hips, soft elbow. Don't ever lock out a joint. That goes for your elbows and your knees. And you're going to bring it up to the side and back down. And you can change this up. You can go a neutral grip where the head of the dumbbell is straight up and back down. And then that dumbbell head stays up and back down. Or you can go the harder grip where you're here, palms to you, raise up and back down, soften that elbow, palms down, shoulder level on that lateral raise and release. So several options there. If you need to, you can go just one at a time. Okay, if 2 is too much, and then 1 at a time. Or you can drop that weight down and do 8s or 5s, okay? These are just weights I have. You can use whatever weights you have. If you don't have any weights, you can use something, that gives you a little bit of resistance at home. It can be a band, be cans of soup. It can be some kids' toys, whatever it might be, okay? All right, so then our next station, we're going to be moving on to our bent over tricep kickback or reverse dips, okay? So what we're going to do here is grab our weights. I'm going to go 10s again. So we're going to hinge over from those hips. At those hips, you're going to hinge over. That chest is pushed to the floor. My rear end is pushed back. My elbows are in tight to my rib cage. And I'm going to extend that arm without dropping my elbow and bring it back. Extend and back. Extend and back. If you don't have weights and can't do tricep extensions, then what we can do is you can find a chair or a bench or something at home, and what you can do is you can use that and go into a tricep dip. So just dipping down and pressing up. Down and up, down and up. Okay, so 2 options at that next station, your kickbacks or your tricep dips. All right, we're getting close to the end. So then we have our bicycle crunches. Okay, this is station 10. Okay, so we're on our last station here. All right, so we're going to lie flat. Okay, lying flat on our back. Bring those hands up to your temple, and what you want to do here is bring your knees up about 90 degrees, and then we're going to kick out and then come across, keeping those shoulder blades up. If both legs up in the air hurts that lower back or puts any pressure there, just set it down and you can crisscross and then come across this way. Still doing a bicycle, but make sure you really extend that leg and bring it in as much as you can, trying to touch that elbow to your knee. And no need to go too fast. You really want to isolate those muscles of the abdominals and obliques. So left to right, left to right, okay? All right, so that would be your circuit of 10 stations. All right, so again, you would have station 1 to station 10. You would have your goblet squats, your alternating lateral lunges, renegade rows, your plank hold, station 4, station 5, your bicep hammer curl to neutral press, then your V-ups, your supine hamstring bridges there, and then your shoulder raises, and then your kickbacks, dips, and then your bicycle crunches. And then what you would do is you would end that first circuit. So that's 10 minutes of strength, a core workout, and then we'll do 5 minutes of intense cardio, okay, at your fitness level. So again, walk outside, jog outside, run outside, 5 minutes of sprints where you sprint, recover, stay inside if you want to, and you can go up and down your stairs if you have stairs. You can do jumping jacks for like 30 seconds, jog in place for 30 seconds, mountain climbers for 30 seconds, run in place, high knees, jump rope, anything that's cardio based, and just do it for 5 minutes. So if you did jumping jacks for 30, right into mountain climbers for 30, jog in place for 30, run up your stairs for 30 seconds, anything that would accumulate 5 minutes of cardio. And then that would be your first circuit. So again, it's a 60-minute workout designed to be 60 minutes. So the 10 stations and the 5 minutes of cardio, about 15 minutes. So then you would just repeat that a few more times to complete the 60-minute circuit training program, okay? So again, circuits 1 through 10, it's best if you play some music, get a buddy, a family member, set up your circuit, and then each person start at a different spot and go through that as many times as you want to. Again, it's your workout, it's your fitness level, and it's whatever weights and everything you choose to use on this. But again, it's a great workout, and then just like always, at the end of any workout, make sure you stretch out, rehydrate, and have a good time doing it. So if you have any questions, please tune in to the website at the end of the video, and we'll be happy to answer those questions. And again, we have more fitness videos coming in the near future, so stay tuned in, and thank you for watching the video today.